I'm Petty Officer Rose Dixon and I'm captain of the Women's Royal Navy rugby team.
I'm Flight Lieutenant Lucy Nye and I'm captain of the Royal Air Force rugby team.
And I'm Staff Sergeant Jade Mullen and I'm the captain of the Army Women's Rugby Team and UKAF. Let's talk IDRC.
Good work.
Please press record.
Who wants to play? Well, should we get someone in the back?
What do you mean?
Like, 1, 2, 3, action.
Who are we talking to?
Talking to yourselves.
Oh no, yeah.
Just the ether.
Between the three of you.
Oh, we're getting into it,
Yeah.
Oh, the cheers would have been better.
Hi guys, I'm captain of the Army.
Hey guys.
I've gone wide on.
I'm excited to play Fiji. Like, I think that, like, I don't know, I just love the style that they play, and I think like you'll never come across a team like Fiji. And you've got trauma from past.
So much trauma. That's a massive honour to be a part of someone's potentially like reason they play rugby or reason they want to join the forces or just like reason for coming to watch. So I think that's a really, really cool position to be in.
Yeah, I want to win. I want to win that, the big one.
I think I actually described Lucy on comms once as a menace, so sorry about that.
So what came to mind first? A menace.
She's a menace.
That's too funny.
The IDRC, how excited are you for it?
I'm really excited. I think there's been a lot of hype around it this year. Obviously we had one in New Zealand previously. I think the fact that obviously it's in England and it's alongside the Women's World Cup, yeah, I think it's really exciting.
Hopefully we can put what we got wrong in New Zealand right on home soil. That's what I'm more excited about.
Yeah, definitely, and I think like the teams that are taking part are really exciting. We learned some of that from New Zealand, and just to be able to, like you say, do it on home soil in front of family and friends is just going to be incredible.
Well, I think our aim is always to win, isn't it? Like I say, I mean, I wasn't involved in New Zealand, but I think like the squad that we've got and the prep that we've had, like I don't see why that winning shouldn't be our goal.
Yeah, I want to win. I want to win that, the big one.
Yeah.
Like it's always good to win. Like no one wants to be a loser. Yeah, we've got some like awesome players in each service, and the fact that like we can come together and like merge our playing styles and get the best out of each other is like the perfect scenario. And like obviously like at Army there's always players you'd love to steal from each service, so the fact that we actually do have a UKAF is really good.
Yeah, definitely, and we've all got our, as individuals, individual playing style. Yes, there is a broader UKAF plan in terms of how we want to play, but we're still given that opportunity to express ourselves as individual players on the pitch as well.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
a good answer. I think France are always a feisty game. Like we played the French Defence Force down in Portsmouth like a few years ago, and that was a very physical game. Like we were lucky that fixture. I think we had Amy Cockayne. So obviously a big key asset, and obviously all the best to Amy and England. But yeah, like France are always feisty, and if we get to meet them, we know it's going to be a physical battle.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm excited to play Fiji. Like, I think that, like, I don't know, I just love the style that they play, and I think like you'll never come across a team like Fiji. And you've got trauma from past.
So much trauma. Playing against Fiji is like nothing
okay, well, I take it back.
Yeah. A few
fine.
people got ended that game.
There's this incredible picture of me just like feet
Actually,
off the
I have
ground,
seen
gone
that,
flying. But Fiji, yeah, they're an absolutely incredible setup and just such an incredible way of playing rugby. But yeah, that was an experience.
Freestyle rugby.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
good.
it's just rogue, isn't it? But yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah,
Is that the most physical team in it?
it was for me.
A few hospital passes I gave. Yeah, no, they were physical. Like, every team's physical, but Fiji were just like up front, in your face, fast. And then even like you think you tackle them and you've got the ball, but it's all of a sudden the ball's the other side of the pitch and you're still in the tackle. Yeah, they're like really physical. Australia were really good as well out in New Zealand. Like they had some really good players, and I know some of their players are playing like the equivalent of Prem Rugby out there, which is really cool. So we know that's going to be a good competition. Ireland, you know, I've never seen them play. The Ireland Defence Force, someone different. They'll be a good team that like are up and come in, so they could have some strong players.
I think so. I think like I've played with a lot of like Irish girls like in the Prem in the past, and like they are just next level in terms of like physicality. So I think yeah, like even if it's maybe not necessarily like a team that's been together that long, I just think like they're naturally just a very physical side. So sounds like we're just gonna have a lot of physicality, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe we need to be the fast team that runs around people rather than a.
That's why we got Daisy.
Yeah.
Little Daisy.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good question. I think I mean, I probably, between the three of us, like we've been involved in service rugby for like quite a few years. Like I remember like playing back at like RAF Holton, where we would get maybe like 100 people down, and you just be like on a general pitch. Like obviously now, like all our fixtures, obviously you've always had the Twickenham fixture, but like playing at Kingsholm, playing at like obviously the Northampton ground, like is amazing, because that just shows like where I guess rugby in the services is in general.
We do play great rugby, and you can see that alongside like service rugby's growing, we're trying to grow in par with civilian rugby and really drive on the standards, and it can only get better and grow, and like hopefully the more support we get, the more that we can get players on the elite pathway and playing professional rugby a bit more full time.
There's always more to be done, because we always want to grow the game bigger and bigger and make it kind of more and more, but where it is at the moment is fantastic, and it's getting the media attention, and it's getting what it deserves in that respect. I think that's one of the coolest parts, I think, and even going through like the inter-services campaign, when you see like the kids on the sideline and things like that, it took me a minute to realise that there are like young girls who actually look at us and think like, this is really cool, like I want to do that. And once I realised that, I was like, oh, like that's a massive honour to be a part of someone's potentially like reason they play rugby, or reason they want to join the forces, or just like reason for coming to watch. So I think that's a really, really cool position to be in.
Yeah, like I think like all of us, and well, probably everyone in the squad, like we actually just genuinely care, like, and we genuinely are passionate about like playing rugby. We're passionate about being in the forces. So I think like we've always cared, and like obviously we've always turned up and showed up, and we're the ones that push the women's rugby. But actually, like now, yeah, you're right. Like looking over in the stands and thinking, God, like other people care, and other people want to be a part of this journey. Like I think it just shows like how much the game's grown. And like I guess it probably puts us in a position as well to do more, and like make that effort to kind of just keep growing it.
So yeah, New Zealand was tough. It was like a tough tournament. We played Australia first, and like we started really well, like really good first half, and then we just didn't come out the second half. Like yeah, we took our foot off the gas and allowed Australia to come back at the game, and ended up just losing. And then it all came down to the Fiji game next, which we put our massive like our hearts on the line for that, and we worked hard, and we needed to win by 2 tries, and I think we were just a try down, and yeah, obviously the full-time whistle went, so we didn't get into the semis to get into the final, so we ended up going into the cup game, which we were successful, but obviously we were playing teams like they were like physical and good, but probably not to the caliber that we wanted to play, and we could play. So we were a bit disappointed. We just never got the rugby right, and our decision making right, and basically playing an 80-minute game for both games, and that's what we should have done, and we didn't. So yeah, we're looking definitely to right those wrongs in this tournament, that's for sure.
We don't really celebrate that. I disagree with me if you want, Jade, but like we don't really celebrate that, I think, because we knew we could have done better and gone on to win that competition. So it's a bit of a tough pill to swallow. Yeah. Despite getting the silverware, it's been really difficult, because we knew we could have come away with the win.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a picture of me actually crying. I'm in New Zealand, and Kiwi, one of them, she's out now, Erica Mills, is giving me a coach whilst I'm crying, because I was sad that we should have done better, and I think I was just disappointed in myself, and then obviously us, that we definitely should have been in that final. And it's one of those things. It's rugby, it's sports, it's hard, but you know, we move forward, and it's about now.
Yeah, I think you've got to take the highs with the lows, and now we've got an opportunity 3 years later to go out and do what we should have done.
Yeah, definitely. Like there's opportunity. The fact that like the media coverage for this is absolutely great. Yeah. BFBS are live streaming so people can watch. You know, even from like if I go into the Army side, into services, Guardsman Komatai got picked up to go and do trials in Fiji, like from having like just single service rugby. So the fact that, you know, the coverage is there, the media is there, it's a driving force, so people can go log on, have a look and watch it. It is great.
Yeah, I think we were actually just talking about it yesterday, weren't we? We were saying, like, at the moment, kind of the pathway to play international rugby is like the education pathway. Like, you have to be at the best colleges, like you have to be at the universities that have that kind of pathway into Premiership rugby, where actually, like, not everyone wants to go down that educational route, and that shouldn't be like a sticking point. So actually, if your career aspirations are you want to join the military, the fact that our rugby so it's sort of like thought as a really good standard, and it's got the exposure now. So if this can be an alternative and another pathway into that international, not just England, like all nations, then like absolutely, like it should be used.
I think I actually described Lucy on comms once as a menace, so sorry about that.
So what came to mind first? A menace.
She's a menace.
That's too funny.
No, but in the sense of like, and again, I say to girls, I'm like, you love a snipe, you love to, like, where you get the opportunity to be that pest, it's so frustrating and disruptive for a defence. So I was like, absolute menace. It's my logic.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I'd say, like, I mean, we like get stuck all the time when Jade flies at 13, because like we're like, well, what do we do now? So like a lot of our like training has been like, okay, well, how do we combat that? And I think like with Rose, like we always say, like, you're so good at reading the picture. So like if there's a little gap, like you take it. If there's a dink over the top, like you do that as well. So I think like actually it's like we have to be on our toes to like whatever it is that you're going to take from us as well. So
yeah, I think like it's really hard. Like, we're obviously going into the single service facing each other. Like, Lucy's a great 9. Like, we know she's faster on the breakdown, and like it's something that we're conscious of when we're going into that fixture, because we know you're going to play a quick game, and then obviously you've got like a lot of key people around you which help influence that. And then when we go against the Navy, we know it's physical. Like, Rose commands that role, and especially playing 10 this year, like she played absolutely amazing and really commanded that position, commanded that role, and inspires the team and drives them, and just makes life hard for us, definitely.
Good.
Nice.
Song.
Oh God, I'm terrible at
Can't put
music.
music like
UKAF Adventures.
I might be here a while. Can I look at my Spotify playlist?
Yeah, I was like,
Anything come to mind at all? Or?
I listen to like the same 7 songs on repeat.
I feel like it would have to be something that's like, I feel like Huddy gives us a rough ride, but I'd like to think that hopefully it'll pay off. So something that's like maybe a bit like...
It's like Good Times by It's Jungle something. Just hopefully to have a good time, yeah, and not be like sad in New Zealand. I was happy I was in New Zealand, but sad because of the rugby, and if we won the rugby, I would have been happy. So yeah, I just want, good time, enjoy the experience, like, become bezzers with everyone, hopefully, because I know they all hate me, really secretly.
No, just the army, but that's
just
okay.
The army. So, yeah, just have a good time.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. If you're not having fun as well, then what's the point in being here?
Yeah. Sorry, we're not good with music.
Yeah.
Probably the good way to end it. Thank you very much, guys.
Right, time to leave media for about the next year now.
Switch off.